evening, everybody, and welcome to Beyond the Ball. It is 1-0 to Villarreal. We literally got delayed starting the stream, and it's 1-0. Conor, what's your thoughts on being 1-0 down so early? I was actually sorry. My whole thoughts on the start of this was I was going to be like, right, we're probably not going to get as many goals as we did the other night, but we're off to a fucking flyer here.
We are a little bit alright, aren't we? I've realised that we can watch this game on live score again. So I don't know why I was fucking
God
dealing with all that shit. So I was opening the live score here to watch it.
What minute are you on then?
I'm like 5 minutes into the game. I only saw the first minute on the other one.
Why are we so stupid? And
I don't know. I forgot that the Champions League is all on live score.
Fucking idiots.
What I will be doing is I will be turning off the WhatsApp anyway, because that just it softened the blow for me a little bit.
Yeah. Lol, that's big. Ooh. We are going to be chatting a bit about the Premier League fixtures as well, as we kind of watch this game. So, yeah, I'm just trying to load up my live score for some reason. It's not loading, and here we go. And Villarreal. I have to log in, don't I?
You logged in the last one, though. Just put your name and your password in.
Oh, it's just it's just after popping up for me.
Colly Coleman 130 at hotmail.com. Well, I love Big Fat Cock as the password.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, I had to put a number in. I love Big Fat Cock 69.
I love Big Fat Cocks too.
Times two.
Right, so we close the plenty pass stream because we don't need that. I mean the legal Sky Go, because I pay legally for Sky Go. Conor, what a weird weekend of football. Not really, because nobody really had any weird predictions, but the United match was the most recent one. Did you watch the United match? Just talk a little bit about some of the results before we move on to talking about what's coming up.
I didn't watch the United game now, but didn't look like a bad result in the end. I saw a couple of the goals.
United are acting like
Ronaldo back again.
The greatest fucking result since fucking England in 1966.
I was gonna go a little bit closer, but
fair enough. Sorry, I just had my live score up there now. I believe I have it on mute, so I don't think I can turn the volume up or down on it. Yeah, let me just get me fucking specs back on because I can't say a thing. Yeah, so United obviously fucking talking about absolute, like, beating Brentford and like as if they're coming back to be the greatest team of all time again. Massive fucking moan bags, if you ask me.
New manager in. New
manager. And do you know what, right? It was just literally as I was watching that match that it dawned on me. Nemanja Matic and Juan Mata were playing their last games at Old Trafford for Manchester United. And I just thought, what a waste.
Rejects.
what a waste of talent that they were going to them. Like Juan Mata, when he left Chelsea, had gotten something like 2 or 3 players of the year in a row, and goes to Manchester United and fucking is absolutely
won't matter.
Yeah, it's like his dirt, like. And then Nemanja Matic, he's one of the main reasons we won the league under Antonio Conte, and goes there and can't get a game, like, because they're fucking outrageous. I suppose we go through the fucking actually jumping off the games. We go through the teams because we didn't last time when it was City because kept getting interrupted by goals.
Who knows here as well?
Yeah, I know. So right, give me a second there. Let's see. Who have we got? Starting team. Still on the break. Are you on this break, are you?
I have Robos that are getting filled.
Yeah. That's all. We're right beside each
other. Not physically.
I wish. Conor, thoughts on the team? Alisson in goal. Trent right full. Konate and Van Dijk. Robertson left full. Thiago, Fabinho, Keita, Jota, Mane, and Salah. Not really many surprises for you, no?
It's a bit as strong as you can get. Diaz maybe, obviously Matip maybe instead of Konate, but it's been quite a regular team that they've played. The same 11 that played in the first leg, I think. So it seems to be the European starting 11 that they go to. So yeah, not much surprise. And you could see them resting players against Newcastle the weekend. It was a second string, I suppose, starting 11 in about 5 or 6 changes, I think there was. So it just puts the pressure on this. If they're resting players in the league when they have to win games, they better win the fucking cup games that they're being rested for.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, you see me scrambling there. I was scrambling to get the laptop charger in.
I was trying to waste a little bit of time, yeah.
This was panic stations because the screen went dull on it, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, I have the fucking thing plugged in. So
just leave me here with my own thoughts, watching Liverpool getting beaten by Villarreal.
Crying on your own. So you're happy enough with that team. Like you said, like what other way could you strengthen that? I suppose with Diaz maybe starting.
Do you drop Jota, stick Mane up front, and then play Diaz on the left?
Yeah, maybe it is an option, isn't it?
Drop Konate and play Matip instead.
Yeah.
Other than that,
who would be your choice there besides Van Dijk? Would you be saying Matip?
Right now, I'd say Matip, but Konate is definitely one for the future. They said he's 22 years of age. He definitely has a lot of years to grow into it. It's one of those positions where being young doesn't usually mean that you're going to do well. It's not like playing on the wing or playing up front where a 21-year-old can cause havoc. So yeah, he'll grow into it. He'll learn, obviously, playing beside Van Dijk and letting Matip and stuff play in the league games in front of him. But he's definitely one for the future.
Yeah, and then look, we're gonna go through the. I'm gonna butcher the Villarreal team as well. The pronunciations of the names.
Most of them played in the Prem and were fucking dropped by Premier League clubs. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I should know. Should be able to pronounce most of them. So in goal, Rooney. Right back, we've got. See, now I'm thinking. Last week we had a goal where you said reading from left back was weird, and now I'm after reading from right back.
Yeah, I like it. It's better.
So now I'm thinking, like, do I always do that? And that was a mistake last week, and I didn't need to read from left back.
That's what I think. That's why right full draw is number 2 and left full draw is number 3.
It's a controversial thing now. I don't think I'll ever be able to look at reading the team the same. Do I go left full or right full first? So they have Fight right full, then Raul Albiol, Pau Torres, I'm going to say.
Pau Torres, yeah.
Now this fella, what a name this is. Pervis Estupinan. I'm sorry, but that's an absolute.
Good old Pervis.
Disgraceful name. This parents obviously hate him. And then we have Lo Celso. Is that Lo Celso from Spurs?
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
Didn't know he was there. Parejo, Capoue, Coquelin, Moreno. What? Moreno? And Dia up front. Why does it say Moreno's playing in front?
That's Jared Moreno. That's not Alberto Moreno.
It's not. My name is Jeff.
No, it's not. He's in the stand, I think. I think he's sitting with all the Liverpool fans or Liverpool players in the stand.
Classic. So yeah, look, I'm not a fucking expert on Villarreal's team, so I don't really know if that's.
If you look across the midfield, Capoue played with Spurs, Lo Celso played with Spurs, Coquelin played with Arsenal.
Yeah, decent enough players there. Like,
well, they were all let go for lack of game time, costing clubs too much money. Finish.
Oh, hello. Oh, unlucky.
Forget the free kick, I think. Anyway, did he?
Yeah, could have. That team there that like. I suppose fucking like the likes of Coquelin and all there would Emery have had him at Arsenal?
I think so, but I don't know. Yeah, he would have.
I'm just thinking he might have poached them, I suppose, over to them.
Come on to Spain and we'll have a game.
Can we just say fair fucks to Unai Emery, because winning the Europa League last year and getting into the semi-final, regardless of what happens tonight, like, what a fucking achievement for him. I think it's the furthest they've ever gotten to Champions League.
Did you see the town of Villarreal has like 40,000 people in it, and there was 4,500 went to Anfield last week. So like 10% of the town had gone.
That's unreal.
Nothing got done. Fucking centrist bar, all closed.
Everyone fucking called in sick the next day, no doubt.
Yeah. Everyone knew exactly what they were at.
100%. Sorry, I want to get your score predictions. I know you're 1-0 down at the moment, but what is your actual score prediction?
2-0 Liverpool. I think they'll get beaten on the night, but
You're confident they're going
oh
through?
my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Handball?
Oh my
Is that
god!
handball?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Is that handball?
I don't think so, but I'm afraid to say no. The ball comes in. No, it's not a handball because the ball came back into play.
God. Jesus Christ. So anyone if you guys are watching, we are a few minutes behind, by the way.
I'm going to say 2-1 Villarreal.
Okay. And
I think Villarreal will score next.
You're confident in going through?
Come here. If you can't be confident in going through, I'll hit Robertson straight in the face.
Yeah, in the face. In the face.
If you can't be confident 2-0 up. Like, let's be honest, you're 2-0 up, you're away from home against Villarreal, right, grand. If you don't win it, do you deserve to go on and beat City or Real Madrid in the final?
Yeah.
Probably not. So,
and would you even really stand a chance? Like, do you know what I mean? Like on that day.
Oh, in a one-off game, you'll always stand a chance. And obviously, this is what Villarreal have come out in a one-off game. Like, Villarreal should not beat Liverpool. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
But a one-off game, they've 2 goals to climb. Could they do it? Yeah. But it's like a case of, well, if you can't brush these aside.
Yeah. What chance
you're after getting. Obviously, you got the better side of the draw, especially with Munich going out too.
Exactly.
Villarreal. They're not exactly pushovers, but if you have to put these people away,
if Liverpool don't get to the final, do you look at it as a massive kind of obviously a failure in terms of like not getting to the final, but like complacent? Like, do you know what I mean? Like nearly thinking that they're already in the final. Like if they don't win, obviously, or do you just think that maybe just depending on what happens on the night, if there's a bad decision or whatever? Like, but if you would you put it down to a lack of like fucking hunger, I suppose? Not hunger. How do you really describe? Just complacency.
It's the same thing that happened to Juve and Munich against them. It is just that complacency saying Juventus were up in the first leg and then got beaten in the second leg. Munich obviously were down the first leg, but then at home in the second leg and still couldn't put to the sword. So there's definitely complacency around we're 2-0 up going into a second leg of a Champions League semi-final, walking the park in absolute dawdle. But so hopefully an early goal like that it's going to spur Villarreal on anyway because there's only 1 goal in it now. But hopefully it will. Liverpool will still fancy their chances of being 1 goal ahead against Villarreal.
Yeah.
They'll fancy their chances level against Villarreal away from home.
Yeah, with a lot of time left as well. Like, that's a ridiculous fucking fair play to the ref there. That was not free. Oh, he's in on goal here. Oh, the keeper's done well.
The ref's done well.
The ref did do well there by telling him to get the fuck up off his arse and stop diving.
It's still fancy it, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think if they lost, it would be complacent. It'd be very disappointing. But again, to be challenging in all 4 fronts still as well is obviously not something that I expected in October.
Yeah, like it is this thing, and we've heard so many Liverpool fans saying it, and a lot of it goes online like we're gonna win the quadruple. I'm getting fucking worried now. You have to admit, like, we're still hearing Bleeding United going on about winning the treble in '99, and I don't think I'll last long on this earth if Liverpool win a quadruple, because I don't know how much I could take.
I said it last week, and I think fucking the weekend proved that I still don't fancy City dropping points in the league.
Yeah,
they were under the cosh for a third. Well, they weren't under the cosh. They went 1-0 up, and then they were under the cosh. So whatever that means, basically, and then put Leeds to the sword. So I can see them dropping points against a very poor Wolves side who got hammered at the weekend. A very poor Villa side who were in a bad run of form. They're playing West Ham. West Ham could put something up to them, but again, I've got a few bad results recently. Like who's gonna beat them or take points off them? I don't know. West Ham are obviously the best show, but I don't know. But definitely see Spurs being a tighter game for Liverpool than West Ham will be for City. You know.
I was just gonna say, we will be talking about it obviously when we're looking through the fixtures, but this game coming up between Liverpool and Spurs is a massive game for Liverpool, I think, because I genuinely think they're gonna win every single game, bar this being the little kind of hiccup in the road, like. That's not really a saying, is it? Hiccup in the road.
No, it's not.
That's that bump. Is it like a bump in the road?
Bump in the road would be probably closer than a hiccup in the road. Do you ever run over a hiccup and your car just fucking skids off?
That's when your engine does an old hiccup and you lose a bit of power on it.
It's not a hiccup in the road though.
Hiccup on the road. So yeah, I think if you can get through this game against Spurs, who are massively hungry to try to get that fourth spot, so that's why I'm a little bit worried for you. That Spurs really want, like, again, say every single podcast gets to the stage of the season now where like certain games mean a little bit more than certain games, like, and this one for Spurs is probably the biggest game of their season. Like,
it's also in a fucking there's a lot of games coming up for Liverpool over the next 2 weeks.
Yeah,
they have obviously Spurs at the weekend, and then they have a game on the Tuesday, the cup final the following Saturday, another game on the Tuesday after that. So there's a lot of football to be played, and it depends obviously where their preferences lie.
Yeah, like, I mean, obviously I think their priority is gonna be, like, what is their priority? Like, do you think it's the league, or do you think they're gonna have to put the league and the Champions League pretty much in the same bracket? Like, how do you differentiate between the two?
I think they're gonna have to put Champions League and the league in the same bracket purely because the league is out of their control. They can't, no matter what they do, they can still get beaten to it. Where obviously that's not the case with games where you're going head to head. So they both have to be treated the same. But obviously, if you were to say which one would you prefer to win, it's obviously the league.
Yeah, and I suppose if you look at it the opposite way from a City perspective, the one that they want to win is the Champions League, because they've never done it.
I'll swap you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, get your dad on the phone there, will you? We'll do a no swapsies.
A shiny for a shiny.
Yeah, basically. But so I think they have to put what they can control up there anyway as well. So it's like, obviously their squad is a lot better than it was a couple of years ago.
Oh, Jesus, that's a very dodgy decision there from Trent to probably go into the back of him there. Fair play to him. Yeah, so like, look, obviously looking at fucking Spurs, challenging for that spot again. Got a good result against Leicester on the weekend, 3-1. He wasn't off, was he? He didn't look off. I heard it was pissing rain in Villarreal today.
I can see it spitting up off the ground.
Yeah, I heard it was absolutely pissing rain. Yeah, but looking at the threat of, here we go.
The threat of Thiago Jota.
There we go. Oh, that's good defending.
He should have went down now. He's offside.
That's poor. I hear the keeper's going to start Barney. Square enough.
I haven't heard that expression in ages.
A Barney?
Barney, yeah.
What's the defender doing?
He's off. He was offside.
I don't think he was offside.
He's fucking miles on. Then he has one hand on it. Now, it doesn't matter. He still dragged it wide, but...
Yeah, what's been given offside there? I don't think it has been given offside.
The Rhino had the flag up and the referee had his hand up.
That's good defending there by that defender. Was that Albiol?
Just did enough to lean on him, didn't he?
Yeah. Very good defending there.
But there's a situation where you have Jota through the middle, and if you have Mane in that situation instead, it's a different story.
A little bit more pace. Yeah, a little bit more pace there. Sorry, going back on the Spurs, just looking at their hunger that they're going to have for the weekend, and hence why I think this is going to be your biggest hiccup in the road. So, like, what are their chances of getting? Like, again, it's probably out of their hand at the moment as well with the way Arsenal are kind of pulling out results. In terms of
it's definitely in there because they have to play Arsenal the following week.
Yeah, true. Actually, yeah, I forgot they do have to play each other. That's actually going to be probably one of the games of the season.
Because I was looking and saying, if they were separated and they weren't playing each other, Chelsea might have been in a little bit of trouble
Yeah. Do you know what? I was
But
thinking
the fact they have to
because
play each other means that one or the other has to drop
has
points,
to
or
drop
both
points.
of them, which keeps Chelsea safe. But other than that, I
I
was
was,
thinking
oh,
Chelsea
I
are
was
rolling for fourth here.
I was fucking looking at myself and I was saying to myself, this is getting a little bit too fucking close for comfort here. But then, yeah, I suppose they have to pay each other, so there's plenty of
So someone's
points.
going to drop points. So
Yeah, exactly. So I'm happy enough with
obviously you're happy enough with that.
that. Yeah, but what like how difficult do you think it is going to be against Spurs? Like obviously, like I'm trying to say and keep getting interrupted, or keep fucking going on different paths. But like how hungry do you think Spurs are going to be to beat us? Like,
well, I think if Spurs beat Liverpool, it keeps it in their hands. Spurs win the rest of their games, they finish fourth, at least. So if they don't beat Liverpool, beating Arsenal alone won't be enough. They'll have to get Arsenal to drop points again. So keeping it in your own hands, obviously, is a massive thing. It's one of the biggest things, obviously, for motivation and morale to actually keep you going to the end of the season. So yeah, it's a must win for both clubs. I think is how it's going to look at it. So I wouldn't be surprised if I had a cup final feel about it in one of two ways. Either one way, it's hell for leather and there's goals at both ends, or the opposite way, where both sides are terrified to make a mistake. And it's very early for 60, 70 minutes.
It is always that kind of flip of a coin
One or the other.
the matches, isn't it? It's either a game of chess and no one will really go and attack and it usually ends 0-0, or else it's a fucking wide open game like you're seeing with the likes of Liverpool and City. And it's
or even the other one that came to mind when you say like negative or chess is Liverpool Spurs in the Champions League, where nothing happened in the whole game, basically, because both sides are terrified. So I think it's going to go one of both ways, but both sides have to win. Yeah,
it can definitely go. Sorry, I'm just looking at the chat there. Colly wearing the captain's armband on the pod while Conor contemplates life, and he won a picture. Sorry, I had to write it down there. That was funny. Yeah, it's gonna be massive. Do we jump into a couple of games and talk a little bit about a couple of the matches for the weekend?
Yeah, fly through it there. Fucking
right, okay.
Because he's not on the podcast anymore because he can't say cunt.
He gets reported. Right, we're gonna have a quick look at some of the Premier League predictions. Love it. Me and Conor are doing a little rave there when no one's seeing it.
I can't see you, so it looks weird then.
Can you not?
No.
I thought you could. So you can't see me down. Oh, okay. I'm looking at you down the bottom. I'm like that, and you're like that as well. Like,
I couldn't see you. I was just on my own.
Fair enough. That was a bit shit. Then I thought I was dancing with you, but obviously just dancing on my own. Right, Conor. First one up: Brentford versus Southampton. Obviously, we spoke a little bit about United getting a result against Brentford. Southampton just fucking. I don't know what the fucking story is with them. They're probably one of the most inconsistent teams I've seen in the league in the last while. How do you see this one go?
Snickers, ain't they?
Oh, fuck's sake. How do you see this one go?
I think Brentford will be disappointed with the game last night. Not maybe for the result. Obviously, you're still away from home against United. You're not expected to win, but I thought they were very poor. They didn't hold the ball. They didn't keep the ball like they did against Chelsea, they did against Liverpool. They've done it against some of the mid-table teams. Yeah. Even some like Wolves, they kept the ball against Spurs. They kept the ball against West Ham. But yeah, Southampton are just... They concede so many goals.
Yeah,
they score a lot of goals, but they concede so many goals. It's bizarre. Their only danger seems to come from set pieces or dead balls, and that's about it. It's
from Ward-Prowse.
For Ward-Prowse or delivery into the box from him as well, from a corner or from a wide free kick. So yeah, it'd be hard to look past Brentford at home, to be honest. And again, it's really a nothing game for both sides as well, so you have to factor that in eventually as well.
Yeah, a snooze fest, I think, in my opinion. I don't know what to expect from it. I think it'll probably be like a fucking boring 0-0 draw or something. Like, I can't see there being many goals in it. Like, Ivan Toney will want to score a couple of goals. I think he wants to contribute. I think a few more goals. Like I would say, he's probably personally disappointed with the amount of goals he's got. He's got a decent amount, but there's always that thing with a striker, isn't it? That like when they come up, they want to fucking prove that. Like, because how many goals did he have in the championship last year? It was something like fucking 20.
It was a record until this season. 33 or 34, I think.
It was fucking ridiculous. Like, so there was obviously massive kind of expectations of him in terms of goal scoring, and I don't think he's probably going to be happy with what he's done. Although, look, he hasn't done too bad. He probably has 12 or 13, I'd say, at least. Anyway,
I think he has 13 or 14 goals this season.
Yeah, like I mean, that's.
I would have had a lot check.
It's not a bad out return.
Well, he's 12 goals from 30 games. It's not
12 goals, yeah. What a fucking guess. So I think he'll probably want to get a couple of more goals just before the end of the season.
While we're talking about it, what about Alexander Mitrovic breaking the record and also breaking the post-Second World War record, 43 goals in a season.
It's
in the
ridiculous.
Second tier of English football.
It's ridiculous, like. And like, how does he? Like, how old is Mitrovic at this stage? Is he still?
This is what I was going to ask you. Do you know how old he is? He's 27.
I mean, it seems to me.
He's
fuck
27.
Off.
That's all he is. I thought he was about 36.
I would have said he's 34, 35. Like, and I was thinking, like, I was like,
he's young. He's younger than me. By like
that's
a couple
outrageous.
Of months.
That is outrageous. Younger than me by a couple of years, the fucker.
Yeah.
So that's fucking strange, isn't it? Because you would have thought that he's 40 because he's around so much.
Fulham. He captain of Serbia as well. He's 27 years of age. Top goal scorer ever in the Championship or in the second division of English football.
That's mental.
He scored more goals than he played games in the league. 43 and 42.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Like, imagine him at even money every game for a goal scorer.
Yeah, you'd be up a fucking fortune, like.
fortune.
What the fuck, like? And then if you have the little boost where if they score twice, you get double the odds or whatever. Do you remember that? Remember they used to do that? Said he lost that bollocks on that. So I haven't seen that in a while. So you think?
Redford,
yeah. Sorry. So you think that this one is going to be a snooze fest?
I would have said 2-1 Brentford, but probably not a thrilling 2-1. I'd say Brentford will control a lot of the ball. Southampton will sit in. And depends on what they can do with the ball. They didn't look like they were up to much. Again, I didn't watch the game against United, but just from the highlights, they weren't up to much. Didn't create a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, it won't exactly be it. Let's be honest. If you're out on Friday night, it's not worth getting up at 12 o'clock to watch.
Yeah.
Or 12:30.
Yeah, you'd be happy enough if you slept through it and then.
Yeah, you've got to get yourself up and fresh for the 3 o'clocks.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know what? Actually, I was gonna say nil all, but I am gonna change it. Because I do think that Thomas Frank will want a little bit of a response from the team. Although, look, they're all in fucking holiday mode, nothing to play for. I do think that the likes of Tony and stuff will want to get another couple of goals. So I'm actually gonna go with 2-0 win for Brentford. And I'm gonna say Tony to score. Moving on to the next one, Burnley and Aston Villa. Another kind of snooze fest because Burnley are pretty much gone now, aren't they? Like, or were they confirmed, or was it just Norwich that were confirmed gone?
No, Norwich are down. Burnley are 16.
Not Burnley. Yeah, sorry.
I'm so confused here. Burnley have won the last 3 games, have they not?
I was thinking of Norwich because Norwich are after being confirmed going down. So
absolute snooze fest. They're 3 points above the drop.
But Aston Villa have been absolutely shocking. But see this thing I was watching. Roy Keane, I think it was, and they were talking about having 40 points and not being safe. But like, I think there's still too big of a gap there. Like,
you said here 3 weeks ago that 30 points is the magic number, and I said it was 40, and you're like, no, it's not. No, it's not.
But look, it's an unusual season, you know. It usually is.
Do you realize now that you were just doofing?
Yeah, no, well, look, nobody fact checks me usually, other than you calling me out on it. So, I don't ever usually get much abuse because of it. So I'm happy to just try out stupid facts. Actually, one of the best facts that I've heard all day is Chelsea are the best club in the world. Actually, Roman Abramovich apparently is trying to pull back a fucking 1.5 billion loan that he got, and there's shit about Chelsea not being sold again now. I can actually read you out the headline. The sale of Chelsea is in doubt as Roman Abramovich attempts to restructure deal. That's not even proper English. to regain his 1.4 billion loan.
It was written by Russians. That's why it's not proper English.
He attempts to restructure the deal. So I don't know whether I don't know what that. I would have thought that the whole Chelsea thing would have been sorted by now, but obviously we're still in the fucking shit where we can't spend any money, can't sell any tickets. I don't know, just fucking shit show. Sorry, back to Burnley and Arsenal or Aston Villa. Keep drifting off into these little fucking segues into other stuff. How do you see this one going? Obviously, Burnley kind of getting a good few points out of the last couple of games.
Yeah, and I'm fucking seething over it because they only start getting results since they sacked their fucking gaffer.
I know, yeah, I am fucking disappointed. Shut up.
Like, maybe he was like a big negative on the dressing room, but I've never heard that from any of the players.
I said it when they sacked him. I was like, maybe they just needed that change. Maybe he just 10 year was like, do you know what I mean? It can wear thin, I suppose. Like,
I know, but it's not like they went out and got a new big money manager. He was there anyway.
Yeah.
It's not a completely new face who's come in. It's still a face that they would have listened to day in, day out. So it's a strange one, but obviously they've picked up results. They've played the right teams at the right time. Obviously, we mentioned Southampton struggling. I said at the start, the Wolves, how poor Wolves were, and obviously a Watford side that are basically gone as well. So they're not a bad run of games to play. And then Villa, the next one, you probably say, yeah, that's not a bad one to get either now at this time. Do you know?
Yeah.
If you're going to play Villa at some stage this season, you probably want to play them now. How bad they have been form-wise.
Yeah, well, they got a decent enough win, I suppose, against Norwich. But look, at this stage, everybody's been. Oh, here we go. Hold on a second. Oh my God, that's a pen. Allison has to be off. Oh my God.
It's the ball.
Oh my God.
Danny McAlely.
I can see the panic in your eyes, Connor. Connor is down in the point. Let me see what happens here. Oh my God. It looks good. It does look good.
Your man's an absolute prick of a referee as well.
Oh, he's a wanker.
Danny McAlely. So he's a copper.
Is he?
Yeah, he's a detective for the Amsterdam police.
I tell you what, Connor. I tell you what.
Oh, no, he gets the ball. It just goes up and over his body.
Do you know what? He just doesn't hit the ball far enough away.
He just pushes it up in the air and he gets turned over.
He doesn't hit it far enough away.
But where does it say you have to make contact in a certain direction?
Oh, I don't know about this. Is a dodgy one.
He wins the ball. He wins the ball with one hand.
Oh, but I don't know.
He's Celso's tapping out anyway.
Oh, Connor, this could go. This could be a pen.
I don't see how it can. Like, he wins the ball. He's the first one to the ball. Do you not think
he kind of comes through him a bit to get it?
Well, after he scoops the ball over, he can't they make contact. All right, yeah, but if his hand had pushed the ball away, we would have said it was a fucking great goalkeeper. But because the ball comes over his shoulder now, all of a sudden it's not okay. Do you know?
Yeah, mate, I don't think it's going to be a pen, to be honest.
It's still dodgy. I don't know why he's lying on his back and trying to fucking scoot the ball over his chest.
Oh, that's like, look, if you get a bit more on that.
There's the ball, and there's the ball thrown over.
So if he
takes a heavier touch away and then throws himself, he gets all day long.
That's a pen, yeah.
But the touch isn't heavy enough.
It's too light a touch,
which is unfortunate because he tried to take a soft touch so he could control the score. Exactly. If he plays for the penalty, he gets the penalty.
First. Yeah, that's a shame. That's a big moment there now that after getting away with it. I tell you what,
they need to get into half time here because he's going to.
I was just going to say that they're making fucking hard work of this. Like, don't be getting on the ref's bad side. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's just fucking stupid.
He's going to tear the bollocks out of him. Yeah, but your man Danny McAlely is a detective in the Amsterdam police.
Is he? Yeah.
Fun fact.
That's mad. Yeah. That's crazy. Right, sorry. So back on to Burnley and Villa.
Burnley and Arsenal.
Yeah, Burnley and Arsenal. I was going to say, sorry, Burnley and Arsenal. I'll tell you what. That's good defending.
That's great defending.
What score? Give me what score prediction are you thinking here? What a tackle. What a game.
1-1 draw. James Tarkowski own goal. After his weekend. Yeah, he scored the weekend.
I actually was going to say 1-1 myself because I didn't think I still think Villa are in like the danger zone, so need a point or two. And I think Burnley being at home will kind of balance that out, and they need a couple of points. So, I'm going to say 1-1 as well, and I'm going to say Ollie Watkins to score for Villa, and Villa to go 1-0 up, and then it to be 1-1. Oh, bad touch.
I've already checked the chat. They score.
Oh my god! 2-2.
As I said, I already checked that. I checked the chat there fucking about a minute ago, and I was just like,
oh, it's game on. Coquelin. Oh yes, baby. You always said you love cock.
cock on my arse.
I'll have to clip that one. Right, Conor, we're moving on.
I'll never be a teacher anyway, will I?
No. when you can make yourself feel a little bit better with Chelsea versus Wolves. Obviously, Chelsea. Oh, we're no offsides there. Everything looks good. Very bad touch. Got lucky.
Jesus, that touch, and he still managed to get across it.
Awful touch. It's a great ball.
Alexander-Arnold didn't bother his hole.
Trent. Now that see, Reece James wouldn't do that. Reece James wouldn't be getting caught there. He's just flat-footed. He just gets a run on him. That's all it is, really, isn't it?
Flat-chested.
Fat-chested. So yeah, look, Chelsea obviously losing to Everton. Hold on.
The shite ball.
Oh,
the shite ball.
Oh, it's a good block. I think he's offside, to be fair.
He is offside.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Chelsea losing to Everton, Connor. We were talking about it last week, and I had a sneaky feeling. I was saying, I think I went with a 2-1 to Chelsea, and then I changed it to like 1-1 or something. I had a weird feeling that Lampard was going to get a result against Chelsea, and lo and behold, he did. Were you shocked by that, or were you kind of expecting it as well? I know you said Chelsea to win, but were you really that shocked by it?
I would base it off. I thought it was going to be tight because of Everton the week before, and obviously we talked about how negative Everton were and about shutting up shop and trying to get results and grind results out. So I'm not shocked by it, but I still thought they would have had enough. Obviously, they've met the worst goalkeeper in the league and his fucking best age, you know, which doesn't help either.
What a performance by him, by the way. Credit where credit's due there, like that. That's an
serious. But that's what the goalkeeper should win you points in a season. They shouldn't cost you points. I thought if you look overall for the season, he's probably cost Everton 2 or 3 points this season.
Probably more.
As opposed to winning them like 12 or 15, and what your goalkeeper really should be winning you. A good goalkeeper will win you. So it's unfortunate, but I'm not going to say I saw it coming because obviously I didn't, but it's not a hell of surprising when Chelsea maybe not cruise in the third place like they were, but are still comfortable in third place, and Everton obviously scrapping for their lives, you know. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, that was the thing that. Look, obviously Lampard for me was one of the main reasons why I thought look, obviously Tuchel didn't say here go out and let fucking Lampard win because he doesn't give a bollocks about him, but it's just one of them things that falls into place usually. Like, do you know what I mean? Like them type of results just fall into place. It's like when Lampard played against Chelsea for Man City, and do you remember he fucking scores against him? He comes on and scores. I was just like, it was outrageous, but it was like written in the stars for it to happen. Certain things like that, and even fucking the likes of Drogba scoring the Champions League final. Like, to me, that was just
that's nothing to do with what we're talking about.
It does. It's all relevant to Chelsea. Like, I think that it's not relevant to the actual discussion, but still, like, it's a good opportunity to bring it up. But sometimes I just feel like certain results and certain things in football are pretty much written in the stars. And for me, that was kind of that was one of them. Looking at this one here, like you're saying about Wolves not being very fucking consistent and being a bit all over the place. Chelsea and Wolves, Chelsea at home. How would you see this one going?
Well, I know we've already kind of mentioned it, but I think Chelsea need to win this game just to clear all doubt of them falling out of the top 4. And no better side to go and beat to get those extra 3 points that kind of secure it for them than Wolves.
Yeah.
piss against Brighton the weekend. They've been pissed the last couple of weeks. They're just not scoring goals. And as I said last week, like I don't see where goals are going to come from Wolves.
Yeah.
They've gone what now? Is it? I'm just having a look here. The last 4 games they scored 1 goal. Like it's
not great.
It's just not good enough, really. Do you know? Sorry, 2 goals, and they were both in 1 game. So I would still back Chelsea here, just to kind of. I can see Chelsea having putting out not their strongest side, but putting out players who are fighting for a position for the cup finals, for cup final 11.
Yeah.
And if you play Havertz and Werner or whatever it is, and they're fighting for their position in that team to go out and play against Liverpool at Wembley, so I think it's one of those games where you might see not the usual. You might see your mates like Sarr and Loftus-Cheek playing again, playing their heart and soul out to try to get into that second 11.
Credit due to Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Cheek. There's only one of them.
Cheeks.
Ruben Loftus-Cheek. No, he actually had a very good game against who did we play? Everton.
Where you got beaten? Yeah, Everton.
He actually had a pretty good game against them. I'm not going to lie, but obviously didn't score. Pickford he actually had a nice left foot shot, and fucking Pickford made an unbelievable save. So, I have to give credit to him. We have been slating him, and he did play well against Everton. So, yeah, I think. But Tuchel seems to fancy him for some reason, like not in like the gay way around.
Not the gay way.
Not the gay way, like
hey, Ruben is like waving at him on the ground.
Razzie's running past him and keeps smacking his arse. But no, like he and a lot of managers that come in do always say it about him, that like he has everything that like a big powerful footballer should have.
Like, on paper.
Yeah, exactly. And like on paper, he should be unbelievable. Like, but for some reason, he just doesn't. He hasn't been doing it. And I am kind of fed up with it. I don't really want to see him playing.
I'm done with him.
Yeah, I don't really care about him anymore, to be honest with you. Half time here, and Good Evening has gone legging it down the tunnel.
That was crap. They got the big stick.
I'm trying to write the scoreline here as a little thing, but I'm not too sure what way to write it. So let me put that in brackets there, and number 2. What was I saying there? Oh, Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Also, Malang Sarr, I'm really not a fan. Really, really, really not a fan of him. I think his first touch shocking, his passing shocking, everything about him is shocking, and I don't like him. But no, good player. Is that all right? Is that all right there? Does that look normal? Looks a bit weird. I've done that.
Why did you do it that way? Why did you do 2-0 and then an aggregate bracket that has 2-2 ag?
Yeah, good show. I wasn't sure what way to do that. So take out the brackets and put it at the end.
So put Villarreal 2, Liverpool 0, or 0 Liverpool, and then at the end put AGG 2-2.
I like it. Nice cock.
Look, you've never watched a game of football before that.
No, I just
got 2 legs.
Well, I've never seen the fucking scoreline go across the screen like that.
That part.
Okay, right.
I would have put 2 lowercase G's myself. But
all right, well, I'll change it just to keep you fucking happy. Like, 2 is there we go. Right, so at least anybody jumping on knows where we're at. So look, as you're saying there, we need obviously the win to I suppose put that doubt of losing fucking the top 4 out of our minds, and then I think it'll really allow them to concentrate, because like our biggest concentration at the moment is the FA Cup, and as you're saying, you'll have them players kind of fighting for their spot in that team. So I do think we're going to beat Wolves, and I think we'll probably comfortably beat them. I haven't been happy with a lot of the players, to be honest with you, in the last couple of weeks. Like Timo Werner, like fair enough, he done it 2 or 3 weeks ago.
But like, Timo Werner.
I'm back to this again. Timo Werner. He's just, I don't know, like he's just shy. Like how else do I nicely put it without absolutely fucking slating him? He tries very hard. He's just not good enough. Lukaku is absolutely useless. I
What
fucking
happened
hate.
to what happened to Lukaku in the summer then? Well, obviously depending on whether you can buy or sell players, but if I got rid of that limitation, like what do
Yeah.
you do with him?
I think they keep him anyway, and they could potentially get another striker in, but I do feel like they're gonna keep him.
Well, he's not going to try and move now that his agent is dead.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he'll have to do it all himself, which is a bit of a fucking pain in the arse.
Playing in the hole, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't. I think they're gonna keep him again. If we can see a transfer fluent fucking Chelsea team, Chelsea need a couple of defenders. That's their main priority. But at the moment, actually, do you know what? They're overlooking how badly they need attacking players and the players to kind of do that final pass. Like someone like a fucking Kevin De Bruyne. Now he's a different level, but
I mean,
like
he was at Chelsea. He just got rid of him. So
oh yeah, but that was Mourinho, wasn't it? That got rid of him.
Could have been.
Anyway, that's what we need. We need someone. Look, you know who would be ideal? And I know he's probably past it at this. Well, not past it, but a little bit older. Modric. You know, someone like that. That would just kind of pick that little 5-yard pass that could open a defense. That's what I feel Chelsea need.
People who change tempos of games, like Modric,
Yeah.
he can slow it down, he can speed it up, he can do what he wants with the ball.
Controls the game, like. That's definitely something we need. Other than that, I don't know what else to say about Chelsea. Like, I haven't been very impressed with them this year, and Thomas Tuchel hasn't been impressing me in the last couple of weeks because
I read Shania Twain.
that don't impress me much. I'm not really a fan of his team selections, but look, he's the fucking manager. I don't know what the fuck do I know. Score predictions on this one, Conor.
We'll go 2-0 Chelsea, and we'll say Lukaku.
Score, interesting. I'm gonna say 3-0 to Chelsea, and I'm gonna say Christian Pulisic to score because he keeps coming on, and for some reason I have a feeling this week he's gonna start.
The LeBron of soccer.
The LeBron of soccer. He's due a couple of goals because, to be honest with you, he's been fucking seriously disappointing as well this year. We're gonna move on to the next one: Crystal Palace and Watford. Conor, again, not a highly fucking sought after game. Watford are obviously sitting in 19th position, 12 points. 12 points clear of. Watford are gone. Do you know what I mean?
They're not officially gone, are they?
No, because of their goal difference.
Is that all it is? I thought there was one.
That's all it is. Because
okay.
there's 3 goals less than Leeds. That's why they're not gone. But in my opinion, gonzo. Crystal Palace, again, just one of them teams that hasn't got anything to play for. Paddy made a bold statement last week saying that he reckons somebody's going to come in for Vieira. Like,
Paddy's a fucking moron, let's be honest here. Let's call a spade while he's not here. And he's not
and
here
he can't
to
defend himself.
Yeah,
and he can't batter me. A bold statement made by Paddy was that Patrick Vieira, somebody is going to be coming in and picking him up. Has he really been that impressive as a
picking up in an Uber outside of Selhurst Park next year when he's the manager?
Has he been impressive enough for you to warrant that? Like,
I think I said that last week. I put him in his place now. That has he been impressive? Yes. To the fact
for small periods.
Yeah, no, but he's been impressed to the fact where it's his first time managing in the Premier League. It's his first time, let's be honest, really managing.
Yeah.
And has he done enough to warrant a Premier League job? 100%, I think he has. Does he warrant to go straight in and manage Arsenal or Spurs or even like West Ham United at this stage? No, he doesn't. That's why I said I could see his next move being to the likes of Wolves or to Leicester or somewhere like that. A European challenger, like a top 8 battler.
Yeah.
But he doesn't go in there for. Like, he's only been there since what, October?
Yeah, he's not even there the full season. Like.
So, but he's been in October and doing the bare minimum, which was keep Palace up. You don't get to just walk into a top club.
Yeah. And I think he's probably basing a lot of it on his player reputation. I think we get lost in that sometimes, where we kind of just expect. like the likes of say fucking Lampard and the likes of Vieira and Arteta, all them decent enough players who had half decent careers over it, like obviously fucking very good careers, but
I was gonna say, if you just said Patrick Vieira had a half decent career.
No, but the likes of them that have had like really good careers, like and like probably only gonna have a half decent managerial career. But like
those World Cup winners like Vieira who haven't done anything in the game.
Losers like that. But like they like again, it's this thing where like they kind of feel like they get it off what they've done as a player rather than their attributes as a manager. And that's
if I walk in with the same coaching experience or the same managerial experience and the same badges as those players, do I get the same job? No.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's what I think as well.
And even though I was a good player, do you know?
Can't wear you. Right, so
keyword being was.
Yeah, was. Come here, we'll get score predictions on this one and we'll move on to the next one because this one is a bit of a fucking new point. It could be the official game where Palace got it or where Watford actually get relegated.
It will be.
Okay. What score are you think?
I will go 1-0 Palace. And I will go with Conor Gallagher.
Yeah, I've been disappointed with Dennis. Dennis hasn't been scoring a lot of goals for me lately in the fantasy football, and I've completely fucked it away. And now I'm 70 points behind Leicester, which is
just because you put him into the team. As soon as you put him into the team, he's not going to score. You know how it works.
It's always how it works, mate.
I'm still waiting for Mason Greenwood and Benjamin Mendy to get me some points this season in my fantasy team.
Adam Johnson, captain. I'm going with 1-1 here. And I'm going to say Dennis to score. No, I'm not. No. I'm going to say Zaha to score. We were talking about Zaha in fucking depth last week. And, I mean, I think Andy McNulty came in and said there was a great comment in where, like, every time someone tackles him, it's like he's just discovered tackling for the first time. Like, he has that surprised look on his face every time. Like, but I think he's going to score on this one. Oh, but he's probably not. Right, moving on to the next one. Brighton and Manchester United. Manchester United are back. The culture is back. Everything's back. Fucking except for the trophies and the wins and the results and everything that matters is back. Conor, what do you think of this one? And what do you think of United's being back?
Like, nothing's changed since last week. Like, they've confirmed the manager, and that's about it. But like,
the culture's back.
What's changed since Arsenal demolished them? Since Liverpool demolished them? Since they got like beaten by Everton? Like, nothing's actually changed. Yeah, obviously they have a new manager coming in the summer, but other than that,
well, did you not see the TikTok video?
Tucker hasn't been to Carrickwood yet, like, or whatever the fuck place is called. He's not even been, like, so like.
What about the video on TikTok where Ten Hag tells some guy to run and he doesn't run and he tells him to go in deep and he ignores him and he tells him to
go in deep.
He says something smart to him and then all of a sudden the player was out on loan a month later. Like, that's the type of shit that I'm hearing from Man United fans. That's what we need at the club. Someone that'll just get rid of players like that. I was like, that's not how it works. It's probably a coincidence.
They're the same people who watched the bleeding Amazon Prime documentary about Spurs and slated Jose Mourinho for dropping Dele Alli because he had an attitude problem.
No? Exactly. And he was fucking spot on to do it. Like,
spot on.
Did we give our opinions on Ten Hag last week?
I think so, yeah. We did. We did.
What did we say?
Because Ting wrote in, why are United going after an Ajax manager?
Oh, yeah.
You're me.
Rob.
Yeah, the Arsenal supporter.
Robert Walker. Yeah. Surprised he's not in here abusing us this week. I just don't think that's going to work out for them, to be honest with you. But look, everybody loves a trier. We'll leave them at it. How do you think this one's going to go again? Like, we always talk about Brighton being this team that, like, don't usually concede goals. I'm trying to think of their result now on the weekend, and I don't know whether
they beat Wolves. They beat Wolves 3-0, didn't they?
Was it 3-0?
I think so.
Yeah, right.
Okay, it was 3-0.
I told you, I'm always spot on about Brighton. They never concede goals.
They drew with Southampton 2-2 the week before, and they got beaten by City 3-0 the week before that. So.
I knew it was coming. So what do you think of this one? Do you think fucking United are going to be able to break them down and score a couple of goals, or do you reckon they're going to be going to struggle to break them down? Because they are pretty solid as a defensive fucking unit. Like,
no, they are. I think they will struggle. I said I'm obviously joking about they conceded 3 against City. Like, who hasn't really conceded 3 against City? You know. And then you look at the Southampton game. I think 2 of them came from set pieces. I think one of them definitely was a Ward-Prowse free kick, and I think the other one came from a corner. So it's not exactly you can rely on Ronaldo hitting the ball from 35 yards. That doesn't go into Rose Edge, you know. So I think it'd be difficult. I still think United have enough for them. I think they will find some kind of, like, obviously you said about Burnley changing, but nothing actually really changed. You know, one fella fucking left the dressing room, but everyone else is still the same there and getting results. Will it drug them on a little bit after a positive result at home, getting some positive feedback from the crowd, probably for the first time in like a year and a half?
Yeah.
Like, I know they were what were they were staging a 73rd minute walkout, and they put a big banner up that said they were going to walk out for 73 minutes, and then nobody walked out. They all stayed till the end because they were winning. They weren't used to it. So, like, I'm sure like they thought like, oh, they're staying for us. It's like, no, they're just not used to this. And when they get their money worth out of their ticket. So I know we spoke about United earlier on, so I don't want to spend too long on them, but I'm going to back United anyway. I'm going to say, I think it's going to be close. I'm going to say 1-0, and I'll back Elanga to score.
He's been good, hasn't he? You have to admit, like, he's been there, kind of little shining light through the dark spot. Like, he's running in behind.
He is running in behind, but why can't Marcus Rashford do it? Like, why can't?
Yeah, exactly.
Jesse Lingard start and do it. Why can't Mason Greenwood do it? Like obviously they have Sancho there as well. Like, why can't these other players do it instead of making the fella who's not played top flight football before step up and try to do it?
Yeah. Liverpool have gone to what we said at the start of the match, where they have taken off Jota and put on Mane through the middle, and Diaz has come on the left.
Well, I need this for the second half.
Go for it.
I think I'm going to get a little shot as well to help me.
A little shot? Ooh! I get like a gun, a bullet to the head, or what? Right, we're talking about Manchester United. Do I think United are going to be able to break down Brighton? I don't really think so. I think because they're so inconsistent and they're so shit, they're not going to be able to do it. Are they going to win? It's a hard one to call. I'm going to go with I think it's going to be 1-1. I think Brighton are usually fairly solid, like, and I don't think United have been the best, although they had a good result on the weekend. I don't think they're going to be flying, even if the likes of Rashford and all is playing. I'd be happy to say that he's not going to score. Ronaldo is obviously the biggest threat, saves them from every situation they get themselves into. So, I'm going to go 1-1, and I'm going to say I do like the thoughts of Elanga scoring, but I will go with. I'm actually going to go with Fernandes to score because he scored there on the weekend and it wasn't actually a bad show. Next one we're moving on to is Liverpool and Spurs. And I have Spurs and Leicester down for some reason as the next game after this, which is not right as far as I can remember because that was last week's game. So I'm going to just delete that. We'll hang on until Conor gets back because this is one that we will be discussing in depth as we watch Liverpool. Obviously Liverpool after bringing on Diaz there and taking off Jota, which we were talking about earlier, which would have been, in Conor's opinion, a little bit of a stronger team starting off with. The only other change he may have made would have been taking Konate out and putting Matip in, which is usually what I do. So yeah, we're in the 46th, 47th minute, and it is 2-0 to Villarreal at home, which leaves it 2-2 on aggregate. And Connor's just going to get a drink, so we're just hanging on for him. So, and he's back. What's the beer? What's the beer we're drinking, Connor? I know we said this last week, but it's some fucking weird beer. What is it?
That is a
Plug the beer.
Blonde.
And is there a company name that we can tag and see if they'll send us out a few free beers?
Lef.
Left.
Leffe. They're Belgian beer.
Okay. Maybe they'll send us out some free brewskis. Just a comment in from Abran there. Even if Liverpool do win the quadruple, they can never say they won the treble.
I saw that.
I saw
that. United fans defend.
Yeah.
And also, shout out to Graham Lawler. This is his
whiskey.
The whiskey that he got me a couple of weeks ago.
Did I get you them whiskey glasses? No,
you didn't actually. So this is what the one I stole this from. Is it Alfie's?
Alfie Milnes.
the bar. But yeah, I need this.
Oh, what's going on here? Sorry, we got. Did you get a little bit of lag there?
No, where are you now?
Sorry, I'm on 48, 18, 19.
Has a free kick been taken yet?
Yeah, it's gone to replay. It's showing the replay now.
Oh yeah, I'm there as well. I was saying why man just put a fucking butt through it.
Sorry, mine just gave a little bit of a
little stutter,
little hiccup in the road. Actually, do you know what, Connor? I wanna just tell you. Did I tell you? Well, obviously, I went to the horses on weekend on Saturday.
Oh, I saw some pictures.
Oh my God! Now, I won't name names, but the guy I work with, Niall Royal. Oh my God! Absolutely shit-faced.
Hope the face is all right, Niall.
Oh my God! And I don't know if we can even we have a video, and I don't care if you fucking I can talk about it if I want. So we were getting on the bus, and I was running up to the wrong bus. I was drunk, but I wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't actually that drunk. So we were sitting on the bus, and then obviously it's like, for fuck's sake, and you just hear a bit of commotion going on, and we look outside, and one of the lads is trying to pull him up off the ground.
One of the lads trying to pull him off.
Pull him off the ground. But he's got blood all over his face. He was at their face planting the fucking ground because he was drunk, and the lads couldn't get him up off the ground. So two lads had to literally pick him up and throw him into a bus. But the dogs is good crack. If anybody has never gone, horses. Sorry,
big old dogs, aren't they?
I kept fucking saying that when we were there as well, and I was like, "Why do you keep saying dogs?" I'm like, "I don't know. Just fucking programmed."
Irish wolfhounds running around.
Big giraffes running around. We should do the draft races. Hold on a sec.
Draft races.
Liverpool are pressing here now. Villarreal defending very well.
Depressing me.
Very well. Defending very well.
They're all experienced.
Desperation.
I just text Graham Lawler and tell him that the whiskey is good and it's going to be my last ever drink. And he said, "Is it? Good to hear." And I was like, "Cheers."
Sound. Cheers, Jeff. See, Chris Kamara is also retiring from Sky Sports.
That's sad, but on the flip side of it, he also put in his tweet that his health issue is getting much, much better.
Yeah, so that's good.
Which is good. So he will be on television. He's leaving Sky because everyone else is leaving Sky. Obviously, Jeff Stelling is doing one more season, but he'll be gone then eventually because you can't have 7 middle-aged white men sat around talking about football anymore on a Saturday afternoon.
So we have Clinton Morrison now, who kind of brings a bit of culture. Clinton's mad actually. He's a bit of a nutball, to be honest with you. He's fucking screaming. He does. Connor, we've moved on to the Liverpool and Spurs game.
I'd heard you a little bit, yeah.
I know we spoke a little bit about it. But give us your actual thoughts on, I suppose, how much is this game going to affect? Like, if this game goes into extra time, that's one thing you probably don't want to see. How much would that affect that game and kind of the legs of the players? Look, I think Jota's gone off now, which means he gets a decent enough rest. Salah's probably not going to go off, and either is Mane, so they're probably going to be both playing 90 minutes or 120 minutes, depending on what happens. Like, It's gonna be the same for the likes of Robertson and Trent as well. Do you think that would make a massive difference against a team like Spurs, like who do the most run in the league according to stats?
The stat man.
The stat man.
I don't think it'll make a big difference if they get a win after extra time.
Right.
If they win after extra time, will they have preferred to have not gone there? Yeah, 100%. But I think it'll be almost like the tables will flip in regards to it'll be like a real character morale building moment for Liverpool having survived the scare and actually getting through to qualify. If they go to extra time and get beaten, it's literally the worst case scenario. I'd rather get beaten in 90 minutes and fucking go home as soon as you can and get on a plane and get back to training tomorrow morning, you know.
I think worst case is probably pens though, isn't it? Like because you have that 120 minutes. Yeah. And then
what I mean extra time, I meant like
just in the 120 minutes.
Pence takes out of probably 5 people unless it's Liverpool, Chelsea, and it takes out of all the players.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it takes out 5 players per team and a goalkeeper. So it's not too bad and it's not exactly strenuous. But if they do it, they win, they get through. I think it is a building moment for them.
Yeah.
You never look back on a game, even if it's this bad. Once you get a result, you can take things out of it. You're in a final, happy days. You're still buzzing, regardless of how you got there.
Yeah.
But if they go all the way to extra time and all penalties are just an extra time and get beaten, it's worst case scenario because you're drained, you're lethargic, you're
mentally drained as well.
Kicking lumps out of yourself over the result.
Yeah.
And then you've got to get yourself up for the biggest game you have left in the league, you know?
How do you think the training, I don't obviously that we don't know the fucking, I don't know, maybe you do, but like the training routine or schedule. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Jeez, that would have been some goal to go in there, wouldn't it? Massive deflection,
but it would have been fucking the right time, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah. I think you were like 2 seconds ahead of me. 3 seconds maybe.
I'll come much further ahead of you at this score.
Do not come. I'm gonna come. Hold on a second. What I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna refresh this page just so I can catch up, just in case I am a couple of seconds behind you. So yeah, how do you think it's going to change the training schedule in terms of like recovery wise? Like, do you think they get days off, or what way do you think that would work out? Would it be more like kind of a fucking in for a massage or something like that? Like I know it's only speculation because we don't really know the fucking training schedule or whatever. But what way do you think they'd go for recovery?
I would say they fly back tonight and skip tomorrow morning and go in the afternoon, which would put them into Wednesday, full training Thursday, and then match specific Friday and Saturday morning.
And do you think they'd get into full training on Thursday?
Yeah, I'd say so.
And you don't think that would run a risk, like a little bit close to time, like muscles just may need a little bit more then, like.
Why are you trying to fucking scissor kick it?
Why have I got 600 ads popping up on my screen here? Like, still not in.
Mane's just put the ball into Diaz, and instead of just hitting a volley, he's tried to scissor kick it in the air. He's just shanked it.
Love it.
Why
am I watching so many ads?
Cock enlargements, is it?
It's just the same ads, like. Did you have to watch
them? You can't X them out of the way, no?
No.
I've got ad blocker, so I don't know.
No, but it's like live score ads, like.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, you'll have to watch like a minute worth of them.
Fucking hell! I restarted them thinking that I could just get rid of them. Now I have to rewatch them again. So you don't think that fucking you don't think they'll be getting like kind of day or two off? You think you're kind of just the morning time off and then back in, like pretty much?
Well, like you've got to look at it from Liverpool's point of view is they don't want players getting injured, but there's not that long left in the season. You've got to look at like
take a chance,
risk to reward ratio on it. Like, what's the risk of someone getting injured in the next 4 weeks as opposed to over a 46-week season? You know,
Yeah.
it's probably pretty low. So you've got to do. I'd say they'll be back in full on Thursday. Probably tomorrow do an afternoon session, whether it's like small sided games or if it's just a pool session or just a gym session or whatever.
Move the legs pretty much.
Yeah, basically. Now only for the lads who have played, I reckon everyone else should be going back into full training tomorrow.
Yeah.
And that's always the way we were at Bowes.
Yeah.
Whoever played on the Friday night had a gym session on the Saturday morning, and anyone who didn't play on the Friday night went back into a full fitness session on the Saturday morning, followed up by small side of games,
Yeah.
So yeah, I think they have to get back in, and especially if they get beaten, I think it's the last thing I wanted as a player was load of time to myself.
Did you
contemplating?
Well, it's very different, I think, as a keeper, isn't it? Like, I mean, you foot a lot of the responsibility as a goalkeeper, thinking, I could have got that.
Right. Oh, well, 99% of what you do as a goalkeeper is mental. Yeah. So, like, you can carry the majority of what you do in a game home with you.
Oh, hello. That's unbelievable play.
Where are you?
I'm at 58, 35, 36.
Oh, yeah. So
where are you?
Foul. Yeah, the same.
Okay, yeah. I'm just saying Lascelles.
It's an unbelievable play as Robbo just took him to the ground. So I was wondering what you were saying about.
I'm talking about Lascelles. Yeah, so look, obviously, we're looking at the Spurs team then. Gone from the lowest running team to the highest running team with Conte. Do you think they will try use that, like in that match now, and try fucking work is? I know, like, Liverpool will probably dominate the game. They'll try dominate the game anyway. But if Conte can do anything to get you running much more than you need, I think that's what he's probably going to do. That's probably going to be his tactic. Like,
it probably will be, but on the flip side of it, I don't. Teams who tried to press Liverpool don't do very well against Liverpool. I don't often compliment a side, but if you want to high press Liverpool, you're not going to have a good time because
you're going to have a bad time.
You are going to have a bad time. The defenders are too good at playing out from the back. They don't give the ball away a hell of a lot in their final third. Cool. And if you press high, there's space somewhere else, which will be exploited. The teams that do it very well are ones who draw you in and then counter quickly. And Spurs can do that as well. They've done that with, well, the start of the season they did it with Son. They did that with Lucas. Right now, the danger man, I think, is Kulusevski. He's got the most assists in the Premier League since January, since he's joined. So I think it's more of a case of, instead of doing a high press, it's more of a suck them in and then maul Trent on the ball where he's in that position now where he's 45 yards out, maul him and then try to counter quickly. But the only thing about that is you have to leave players forward. So you have to have does Conte have the faith in the back four to leave them maybe isolated against Liverpool's front three? So it'd be interesting to see. I think he needs to sit a little bit deeper than he normally would. But 100% Liverpool will be worked like dogs. Like he will have people outrun them all over the pitch, and there's not many teams. Yeah, 100%. He's like, we spoke about this so many times. Like, come on, yes, come on, Fabinho.
How does the fucking keeper not to save that? Like,
come on, Fabs.
You stupid alien head on.
Piss goalkeeper, isn't it?
Fucking save that. Yeah. Good strike. Keeper will not be happy.
It was a centre half shot.
Yeah, 100%. Just absolutely.
He laced it at the goal.
Foot through it. Did you say 2-1 to Villarreal?
I said 2-1 Villarreal, and Villarreal to score first, as in the second goal before Liverpool scored.
Are you a time traveller?
Mystic, man. I still hope it doesn't finish that way. I hope Liverpool get another one now to fucking seal it. But
the great thing about it is away goals. It's only one goal. Do you know what I mean? Like, whereas if that was fucking,
it's so much better, I think,
isn't it? I didn't know what to think because he nearly saved that as well. That hit his leg.
Well, that's why it took me so long to celebrate, because I thought you'd put it wide. I thought it hit his heel and gone wide of the goal.
It was an old double ricochet. that's why I think it's so much better. I was skeptical about getting rid of the away goals just because I didn't really know how it was going to change the game, but the away teams are just not afraid to come out and play football anymore now.
Well, there you go. Like if that was the other way around, Villarreal would now need 2 goals.
Yeah.
And Liverpool would be comfortable.
Yeah.
But the fact that Villarreal only need 1 more goal to take it extra time.
Dangerous tackle.
Jesus, I thought he was going red there, but he flipped the book around.
Oh, fucking hell.
The fact that Villarreal only need 1 to get back into the game is so much better.
Yeah. It makes it more exciting. I think it just works so much better for the away team.
There's one game that changed it completely if it was away goals.
Yeah.
From you being level to now being 1 in front without going past being or being 2 in front, sorry, without going past being 1 in front. So
yeah.
Plus they have to look after the American audience who haven't got a fucking clue what's going on with away goals.
You can't grasp it, like.
Remember, so you won the game 4-3, and overall it was a draw, but you won.
Yes. How do you even explain that? And good luck explaining it to the fucking missus, because he has no fucking clue what we're talking about.
Liverpool drew, but they won. Yeah, explain. I can't. It's impossible. You need a degree in physics to explain it.
Yeah, they won. Yeah, but where are they going to extra time? Because on aggregate it was different. So then they scored. It was 1-1. It was drawn. Then it was but they won 2-1. Yeah, but they've gone to penalties. Oh, hello. Here we go. Villarreal on the break. That's a fucking awful attempt to pass. It looks like to me like Villarreal are probably running out of legs a little bit. Don't know if you're seeing that as well. They're moving the ball a bit more rather than running.
They will in the second half run out of legs, but they had so much of the ball in the first half. It's not like a.
But see that even that touch there, it's just a lazy touch, but it looks like what? That's not onside.
No, Fabinho was the near side.
Oh, sorry, fucking hell! Why'd they have the line on him?
That's where the line was.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Mane was offside, but
I was looking at Mane and saying that's fucking miles off.
Could you sweating to disallow it? You already had a letter written to fucking UEFA there, did you?
I'm hoping they'll call it back 5 minutes ago.
Gave back at 59. Yeah, no. Scratch that.
Reset the clock. First down. So Connor, look, we'll go into score prediction. Oh, here's a goal.
Oh Jesus!
Fucking hell.
He saved it.
That can't be a save. If he is
the corner.
Let's take deflection.
Deflection off the full.
Yeah.
I hit the post as well.
Jesus, good deflection. You wouldn't know where that was going to go.
Lewis Diaz is too good.
He's class, isn't he? He is class. I have to admit, he's a bot well there.
Score prediction. I have to back.
Yeah.
I have to back Liverpool. I said I don't see either of the top 2 dropping points, and basically, if I say Liverpool don't win, you're admitting that Liverpool aren't going to win the league or have a chance of winning the league. So I'm going to back Liverpool. I'm going to say it's going to be tight, and they do love to concede a goal. So I'm going to say 3-2 Liverpool, and I'm going to back. Is he back? Bear with me.
Big cock?
No, I'm not backing big cock.
I am going
to. No, he's still out injured. I was going to back Bobby Firmino. I thought he was back in the squad for this game, but he's not. So I'm going to back Mane.
Okay. I think you're probably right. I think it will be a tight game. I think it'll be 2.
He's on.
Oh!
Yes! Come on. Luis Diaz. I reckon he's offside, but
I hope he is
anyway.
Just for absolute content.
I don't blame you.
He did look like he was offside, but I guarantee he's just held his run like a champion.
No, I say he did, but there was 4 others who were probably offside.
Yeah.
So there looked like to be loads of players.
Looks like he knows he's onside.
There was loads of them fucking stacking in. Oh, he's on. He's so on.
Yeah, he's well on. What a run. Right, that's game over. I need to change the fucking graphic here as well because I didn't change it.
Through the keeper's legs again.
Yeah, keeper. Told you I'm leading the legs, pal. Pathetic. Lopetegui gave him an absolute bollocking in the dressing room.
Absolute grilling. But that's what I like. I reckon he is one who can hold.
Keeper was so close to saving them 2 goals.
I know, like they both went through his legs. They didn't go clean through his legs. They both hit his foot. And like
game of inches.
Sorry, Al Pacino. Relax. But the amount of times I would have saved the ball where it hits the inside of your foot and it goes wide through your legs.
Yeah.
And like it's
just unlucky. Sorry, so I am going with 2-1 win for Liverpool. And I'm gonna say Salah to score. Oh, Jesus Christ. Right, we're gonna move on to the next one. Arsenal and Leeds. Leeds. Are Leeds in danger of going down right now because of what that result for Everton?
100%. 100%. More in danger because of what Burnley are doing, I think.
Yeah.
Because
that's 100% what it is, isn't it?
I think Leeds fans are backing on Everton doing what Everton have done for whatever, like nearly 100 years now of just surviving. I think they were nearly sure that Burnley would be able to put the results together. And obviously Burnley have. So yeah, I know I was talking to my old fella is a Leeds supporter. God love him.
Leeds.
And when Burnley got the result at the weekend after being 1 down, it was like the end of the season basically. So it's they're into shit. Like there's no doubt about it. They are. If Everton can survive, and if we go back to this thing about games in hand, if Everton win every game in hand, Leeds go down. You know, if everyone around them wins their games in hand or wins the rest of their games, Leeds go down. It's out of their control. So they have to pick up 3 points. I think 3 down there, obviously, they're not going to win all their games because that's where they're bottom of the league. They're not going to win the last 4 games of the season. But Leeds need to put 3 points on the board early to put the pressure on Everton, put the pressure on Burnley.
Right, so just a quick one, right? So Leeds next, the last 4 games. Arsenal away, Chelsea at home, Brighton at home, which again is difficult, and Brentford away. Like, how many points realistically do you think they're getting there?
When do they play Chelsea?
That is on Tuesday, I believe, or Wednesday.
What date is it? That's like the
11th.
The 11th?
So the 8th, they play on the 8th as well, which is on Sunday. And then they play on Wednesday. So it's like a double week.
I think they can take points off of Chelsea on the Wednesday before the cup final on the Saturday.
Yeah. It's not a bad show.
Especially if we talk about with Chelsea getting the business done this weekend. We're top 4. That's it. I can see them taking points off of Chelsea. Maybe not 3, but to take 1 off of Chelsea, to take 3 off Brighton, maybe, because Brighton are safe and they've got nothing else to play for and Leeds are desperate.
Yeah.
Look, I know we've said it. Leeds aren't conceding as many goals as they have been. Take City out of the equation, obviously, because City are City. City will just tear apart whoever they want anyway. But they're not conceding as many goals as they had been. They're obviously still ravaged with injuries.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm just looking at their injuries now. Tyler Roberts out, Patrick Bamford out, Adam Forshaw out, Stuart Dallas out, Liam Cooper out. Like,
is Rafinha back?
Rafinha's back. Rafinha played the weekend.
Okay.
But there's 5 of the probably starting 11. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe not Adam Forshaw. Maybe not. But at least 4.
Yeah, Dallas. What are you doing, defender? Jesus.
So like it's not been easy for them. On the flip side of it, Arsenal lead results as well. It's not like Arsenal aren't playing for anything.
Yeah.
Arsenal
now
have to win every game again to get 4th spot, pretty much. 1 draw might do them if they beat Spurs, but I'm sure they don't want to have to go into Spurs knowing that they have to beat them.
Yeah. One thing I will. Oh my god. One thing I will look at just while we're on the matter of actually relegation is Everton's next game. So Everton have Leicester away next. Then they've got Watford away. Then they have Brentford at home, and then Crystal Palace at home. So like not a bad run of fixtures realistically.
Tell you what though, I've been in that situation where I've already been relegated. And if I have the opportunity to relegate somebody else,
it's a
I'm
sweet.
all over it.
Yeah.
I want everyone else to feel the same misery that I'm feeling.
Yeah.
And I've gone out and put the best performances in being relegated, just so I know I can bring someone else down as well.
Yeah, fucking spite become. And then Arsenal is their last game. So
yeah, so it seems like Leeds is one is like front loaded in, and then might get results towards the end, whereas Everton are like the opposite way, where they have to get the results now.
Exactly.
They will towards the end.
Like when you look at the games, right? So Everton against Leicester away, they might scrape a draw out of that because Leicester don't really have anything to play for. Yeah, and they're not in form, and they really have anything to play for. They're sitting in 11th. They can't get Europe football, so not really much to play for in terms of for Leicester.
Go on. Oh, you better put this ball in the net. You. Get in.
Game over. It is game over.
Best player in the world.
No, Sadio Mane.
I don't deal in puts and maybes. I deal in absolutes.
You laughing at? What are you laughing at? Serious? Yeah, congratulations on making the final, Connor. I have to.
Sorry, I'm just throwing in because all the United fans have gone very quiet.
They have gone quiet. Yeah. Everton. So look, yeah. Again, Leicester, like we're saying, should be able to get something out of that. I think just because it's a great way to hold the run, isn't it? Like that's
the halfway line
inside the half. Like, do you know what I mean? Like one step there and he's gone.
But I never understood that as a goalkeeper. Why you would have your back four step beyond that?
Doesn't make sense.
There's no advantage to step into the
just if you're attacking. Yeah, if you are going to attack and like kind of press, if the striker's dropping deep, you're all right doing it.
But you might as well have a sweeper hold there anyway, because you're not gaining anything by stepping forward. He can still float in behind you.
Yeah.
So like you might as well leave that space there. But everyone to step and he just plays off the shoulder inside his own half is
stupid decision.
So
Watford away again. It's like that thing you were saying there, where you can bring someone down with you. You're gonna do it because you want everybody to feel how fucking shit you feel. Like them two games are probably the toughest games they have, apart from Arsenal in the last game of the season. But if they can get 6 points before that, which they might, I think, maybe not in them two games.
They have a game in hand on Leeds, and they're 2 points behind. Yeah.
So they need to win their game in hand. So Leicester's their next game, then Watford. So then they come up against at home, Brentford, which realistically they should win that game. I know we say it's tough. Brentford are a little bit fucking hit and miss, and obviously didn't have a great result against United. Have they gone into holiday mode at the moment? Like Everton will be hoping so.
I think Everton's. This is such a fucking football cliche, but Everton's biggest challenge is themselves.
Yeah.
In regards that, if Jordan Pickford doesn't turn up against Chelsea, they get beaten.
Yeah.
If Yerry Mina doesn't become a fucking leader all of a sudden against Chelsea, they get beaten. Yeah, I was going to say Sammy Hippier, but like whatever, it's fine.
JT, I love you.
But like, if these players don't just turn up, like Pickford didn't turn up against Liverpool the week before.
Yeah,
Pickford didn't turn up against
half the teams he's played the season.
Yeah, he didn't. Who did they play the week before that? Burnley. He didn't turn up against Burnley. You know, so like, they're up against themselves. They need to find some consistency where it's not just against the big teams that they get results, which is kind of what it is at the moment. They come out against Chelsea to get a result. They come out against United to get a result. They come out against Arsenal and get a result. Like, they have to be the teams around them as well.
Yeah.
And
but Richard, look at Richarlison.
well, is he going to be gone for the next game?
Why did he get sent to get a yellow card?
No, but he threw a flare back into the crowd.
Oh yeah. I don't know.
So he's under investigation at the moment.
Like that can't be fucking. That, like, you know what I mean? Like, that is just.
I mean, if you put the headline,
too big of a
Richarlison throws flare in the crowd, he probably should be banned.
Did he launch it back in at someone, or did he just kind of like underhand? You know what I mean?
This goes back to when Jamie Carragher had a coin thrown at him and he threw it back into the crowd, and he got done for five games.
Don't know what it was.
But his thing was that he got 5 games instead of 3 games because he threw it overhand. He didn't throw it underhand.
Yeah. And that was the thing. That's the thing. Is it looks more aggressive. You go like that and throw a fucking stone like that. It looks more aggressive than you just going and fucking backhanding and I don't know. So there's that one, right? So against Brentford. So we're saying that they should win that one.
Sorry, just while we're talking about this Villarreal, there's another Spurs reject. Serge Aurier has just come on.
Jesus, El Serge. Is that Simicast coming on?
There was Curtis Jones anyway.
I thought I seen Simicast coming on. Everton and Palace then. You would imagine, again, Palace nothing to play for. Everton at home. The crowd were electric against Chelsea. And I would imagine that that's what they're going to get for the rest of the season. Has to be that atmosphere every time.
They were just up against Chelsea.
Tell you what, Chelsea fans lately have been voicing their voice.
Voicing the hiccups in the road.
What a shout that is. So I think they can beat Brentford and they can beat Crystal Palace. So that would be pretty much 6 points for them. And I think that would be probably enough to keep them safe.
Go on, put
what the are they doing?
Great save.
What the fuck are they doing there? Like, nearly dove past it. Dove, is that a word?
Dove, yeah.
Okay. So that's them. So who else have we got that's in that relegation battle that we'll look at real quick, just the fixtures. Burnley. So Burnley's fixtures are Aston Villa at home. Again, okay. Winnable. Okay. Spurs away. Don't give them much chance there, to be honest. Aston Villa away.
Do you just say Aston Villa was the first game they had?
Aston Villa away at home is the first
they might
game.
have to play them twice because of COVID. Was that one of the ones that was cancelled because of COVID?
Yeah, so the 7th of May they're playing them at home. Then they're playing.
I was looking at the whiskey going, how strong is that? I was like, you just said Villa.
Am I hearing Arsenal or am I hearing Villa? That was Spurs. So then Newcastle is their last game at home, which winnable again.
Newcastle at home is winnable. Newcastle away, I think, is a different story.
Yeah, Newcastle at home winnable. Palace.
Fucking goalkeeper's a nut job.
What the fuck?
He done well.
He's done well with that one. Yeah, Villa away and at home. Both probably winnable. Like, Leeds are looking fucking really bad now.
I'd say to play a team like Villa like that within the space of whatever it is, 10 days probably. You don't think you'll take 6 points off them?
No. I'd be surprised.
It's very difficult to go and play back-to-back league games against someone and take maximum points off of them. You look at even Liverpool and City that went from the cup to the league.
Yeah.
Liverpool beat them in the drew in the league, and then Liverpool beat them in the cup. You very rarely see the same result twice.
Yeah. I think they could get 4 points. I think they'll win the home one and then draw the away.
So Leeds are in danger?
I think Leeds are going to go down. Now, Lampard is going to have to do something with that team to get them playing. And again, like I said, the crowd is going to have to get behind them big time because that was a massive difference, I thought, on the weekend. But I really fear for Leeds at the moment. I think they're probably going to go down.
Tell you what it is, though. It's cracking to have a season where
it's gone.
We have 4 games left. The title hasn't been finished yet, and there's still a relegation spot up for grabs.
Yeah,
you can't beat it. You know?
That's all you ask for in a season, like rather than
and fourth spot isn't shored up as well.
Fourth spot, yeah, and then I suppose even fucking the Europa League hasn't been shored up really, has it?
Yeah, they're all fighting to see who doesn't get it.
They're all trying to throw it away, drop points, and get out of it. But I think Leeds are going to go down. And do you know what I'm actually looking forward to? I don't know, maybe we'll do it. We might do it on next week, or do we leave it for the very end? All of our predictions. Do you remember at the start of the season, we sent an email across with all of our predictions?
I would like to see it before the actual end of the season.
Yeah, I would too. I think maybe next week might be a show to get all the emails up and fucking see who predicted who.
I'm not gonna lie, I can't remember. I can remember my top 4.
Mine's outrageous. Oh, what a tackle!
I know yours is outrageous. I think my top 4 is probably at the moment spot on.
Is that a red card?
No, it's not. It was like slidey. It wasn't like.
That was fucking reckless. I love it.
He's telling you what, he's got the red card side of it, and there you go, yellow.
I love it. I love the way the ref just gave a yellow there. Sorry, what are you saying there? You'd love to see.
I was like, no, I'm happy. I don't know it off by heart, so I think I'm fairly close to my top 4.
I don't think I am.
And I can't remember what I did for my bottom 3. I don't think I'm too far off.
I don't think I'm miles off. I know nobody has Everton.
That's the reason why I would like to say I'd love to see before the end of the season, so we know what everyone has going in.
Yeah.
Like if you have Burnley and I have Leeds, I don't know if you do or not. I don't know if I do or not.
I doubt anyone has Leeds.
Oh, red card. He's gone.
Second yellow.
Good
luck to you. Probably just wanted out there at that stage.
Capoue.
He was Capoue. He's an absolutely Capoue.
Yeah, it's a fucking yellow card, all right.
Yeah, that's definitely yellow. Yeah, I think. And did we do top scorer in the league? And did we do Champions League?
We did.
I was trying to find.
Did we do Champions League?
I thought we done Champions League.
Fill the void there, and I'll check my sense.
Oh yeah, I actually think that. I think we did Champions League top.
What email address did I send it
to? Is it football betting tips or fucking I don't know?
Oh, football bet for you, was it?
Football bet for you pod or something like that. Oh, Salah. No. I think we done top scorer, 4 second, third, and I think we done 4th. Relegation.
We did top 4 in relegation. Top goal scorer.
And Champions League.
It was Champions League as well.
I think so. I hope we still have the fucking emails. But I think next week. What do you think next week? Will we do the? We'll look at them.
I can't find that email that I sent. So
I have it there.
I hope you can.
Yeah, I have it somewhere.
Because if you can't, I'm gonna go fucking mad now for saying that.
I'm not gonna open yours up though, because I haven't.
I don't open. Just make sure you have them.
Yeah, I haven't even opened any of them up or anything like that, because some of them I can see 1 or 2 of them because you.
I think I shifted down a few lines so you couldn't see it.
Yeah, I think you sent me saying Colly is fat on a lot of them. I think.
Yeah, I did actually. Yeah, I remember now.
So what would have been the start of the season that we sent them?
I think the season had just started. I think it was probably September.
I don't have fucking. Oh, wait. Wait a sec.
For the podcast, both of us just on our fucking phones.
Sorry, yeah, I have all the predictions there. Well, I go into mine and I'll see what I done because
No, keep them.
I know what I done though. But I don't
Yeah, but no one else knows what you did, so keep them till next week.
all I can see is Connor's predictions. Colly is fat. Colly is fat. Colly is fat. Colly is fat.
I was right, wasn't I?
Water says milk was a bad choice.
I was right though. Colly is fat. Colly was eating a 3-in-1 before we started today, so
Colly milled a 3-in-1 today.
there's
The quickest. I got that 3-in-1. That's why we were delayed because I was eating the 3-in-1. I got that 3-in-1 probably 3 minutes before we went on. So I have Paddy's, I have Waters, I have Lawler's, I have yours,
Who's Lawler?
I have Chris's, I have Meown, and then I have Melons as well.
Who are all these people? I know Paddy and not you. Who are the rest of them?
I have no idea. They might be back next year. Doubt it.
Matt.
So yeah, I could see some of them, but I'm not gonna.
We have no football next. Oh no, we probably do, don't we?
Next week we do. Do we?
No, I mean we have no football on.
Oh, next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Liverpool.
It's the league.
Sorry.
I don't know watch along for the Premier League, don't you know?
Oh, it is Liverpool.
Yeah, Villa.
So are we doing another watch along with Liverpool again?
We can do half a watch along, but I don't want to do it like a proper one like tonight.
Yeah, it's too long.
It's only a league game.
Only a league game. Oh,
I'm not gonna say it's only a league game because every league game is a cup final at the moment. But it's not exactly a cup semi-final.
Yeah, fair enough. So yeah, we might do them next week then.
I'm just like, we've not given a prediction for Arsenal and Leeds yet.
I know. We're on this for about fucking 50 minutes. And there's 1, 2, 3, so we're gonna be flying through 3 games. Score prediction on this one.
Arsenal 2-0, Emil Smith Rowe.
I'm gonna say 3-1 to Arsenal, and I'm gonna go with Saka to score. Right, on to the next one.
One thing I will say actually is I only heard him during the week. Sorry, Luke Ayling,
right,
has a stutter, and he's one of the voices for the UK Stuttering and Stammering Association or something.
No way.
Yeah, I didn't realize that, but he's like really well spoken about. Apparently, he's like put like loads of like hours into learning how to public speak because he was so like worked up about his stutter and a stammer. So fair play, Luke Ayling.
Fair play, Luke Ayling. You know you're watching. Fair play. You're a man of the people.
And if you're not watching, then fuck you.
Go fuck yourself. Leicester versus Everton. Score prediction.
Frank to get a result, but not the result that he wants fully. So I will say 1-1.
That's what I said.
And I will say Daka.
Ooh, interesting. Yeah, I was going with 1-1 as well. I think they're going to get a draw again. Like I said, I don't think they're not going to get that result they really want, as you said there. But they will get some sort of result. So I'm going to go 1-1, and I'm going to say Calvert-Lewin was on the bench against Chelsea, I think.
DCL is back, is he?
So he must be fucking near fit. So I'm gonna say him to play and score.
Especially if Richarlison is fucking suspended for lobbing things into the fucking supporters.
Yeah, what a legend. Norwich and West Ham. Give us a score prediction on this.
Norwich relegated already. West Ham need results to try keep any hope of fourth alive. 2-0 West Ham. Pablo Fornals.
Ooh, he's controversial. I'm going with
Pablo Toenails to score.
I'm gonna go with 2-1. Fair play. Game over. Fair play to Liverpool.
Alain
Third final.
Paris.
Third final in 5 years.
Champions League, I think, yeah.
That's impressive.
Third final this year.
Yeah, that is actually outrageous. Right, I'm gonna go with 2-1 to West Ham. I'm gonna say Souček to score. Last game, and then we're wrapping up. Man City and Newcastle. I'm gonna jump straight in. I'm gonna go 4-0 to Man City and Kevin De Bruyne score.
3-0 City. Gabriel Jesus.
I brought him in my fancy this week and he scored. What a fucking sub. But I also took out Son and brought in De Bruyne.
Did he not get a goal and an assist and a bonus?
Yeah, and De Bruyne didn't play. And I had him as captain, which meant that Salah turned to captain and he had 1 point. So I got 2 points.
He did nothing.
He did nothing. Do fucking nothing. Conor, we're wrapping it up. We're ending the pod. It's been a long one again. Another long edition because we're doing these watch-alongs. We will be back next week. We haven't decided if we're going to do a full watch-along or we might just start it a little bit late or something like that.
Just do a normal one. I'll watch the game on my own. No one else cares about it enough, so whatever. Yeah,
exactly. So, well, I care. You know, I like to care about all football. All footballs matter. All matches matter.
Footballs.
You're the footballs. So look, we're gonna be back on Tuesday. Anyone that is watching on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, make sure you hit subscribe, make sure you like, share, follow the page, helps us grow. Rate it 5 stars if you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Give us a little review there, but only if it's good one, otherwise fuck off. Right, we're gonna be back next week at the same time, probably. We'll let everybody know. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. That's where you'll find out. Right. So, Conor, nice one.
Liverpool in the final.
Last thoughts. Yeah, I want to get your last thoughts on Liverpool.
They're still in the hunt for the league, albeit that one is slim. It's out of their control. FA Cup final, Champions League final, Carabao Cup winners already. It's better than I thought back in September. That's all I'll say.
Okay, right. We're leaving it there. Right, we'll talk to everybody next week.